Most brick and mortar businesses rely on word of mouth, which is great until it isn't. So today we're going to be breaking down how we took a brand new daycare, losing $4,000 a month on rent every single month with no kids, not even open, and no way to get leads. I remember asking them, how do you get leads? And they said, we just pray. And if you don't want to pray for your next lead, stay to the end of this video and I'll show you the exact system that I gave them to get to around $20,000 per month. They're now at around $27,000 to $30,000 per month. And by the end of the year, they'll probably be closer to 50. Positioning. Positioning is power. You can either be the person who is priced the cheapest, the person who's priced the most expensive, the person who gives the best value for the best price, but you have to position yourself well. We didn't position this as a premium daycare. This is a very affordable daycare for actually parents can sign up their kids through the government and be able to pay through that. So we actually incentivize parents that didn't also have the money, which gives us a unique angle to get people in. If you were to leave this video one thing, understand that positioning is power. So this daycare had three big problems. Number one, they had no online presence. I know for myself, I posted hundreds and hundreds of times online. I've been able to get hundreds of thousands of views, and I work with creators that get millions of views and they try to monetize it every single day. So how many times have you actually posted your business? Is it one video? Is it 10? If you can count the amount of videos that you posted on your hands, then don't wonder why you don't have any online clients. Having an online presence isn't to be famous. It's to be well known. It's to let people know the result that you can get them, the problem that you solve. And these people aren't just gonna hope that you can get them the result. They wanna see it. I'm not hoping that you think I can get you the result. I'm sharing a real case study that helped someone go from negative $4,000 to $20,000 to $30,000 in less than a year. And if you follow these exact steps, you'll probably be able to do at least somewhat of the same things. No promises, no guarantees, but I can say that it works. So how can you go from no online presence to getting your next 10 to 20 leads online? What we used was actually paid ads. Paid advertising solved the first solution of having no online presence, because is the goal to become the biggest daycare on social media? No, it's to get the daycare full. So if the job is to get the daycare full, we just need to ask, how much are we willing to pay for each customer? And as long as we're paying less per customer than they're paying us to stay, then we're okay. So what we did was we started running ads at around $15 a day. This actual owner, she was very nervous and skeptical. She's never ran ads before in her life. She didn't want to start off with more than $20 a week. But I said, hey, if we do $20 a week, it's going to take us forever. But if we do $20 a day, we can shut them off faster and we can be already full. And now it's gotten her hundreds of leads. She's filled up the daycare and she says, we will never turn ads off. And would you believe this? She's been able to get over 20 kids that pay her around $1,000 per month and only spent less than $1,000 in advertising. I told her that the other day. She literally almost lost her mind and she gave me a raise just because she felt bad. She helps parents relieve stress by being able to pick their kid up, being able to drop their kid off, being able to take care of their kids safely while they're there. There's no TVs that gives them brain rot. So that's another unique angle. It's a clean place. The kids, when they come, they want to stay. So having that great positioning helps, but also having a great product and a great service really does help as well. So let's go to problem number 2 that this business faced, that you might be facing as well. They didn't have any clear messaging. They weren't calling out to the neighbors saying, hey, bring your kid here. They were just hoping people came by. They had their banners, they had their flyers, but it didn't necessarily say why people should come. You know, it's not screaming, choose me. You need to have in your messaging something that stands out from the market. You're not just a daycare. You're a way to solve people's problems of not knowing that their kid is safe when they're not taking care of them. And that is worth more than $1,000 a month, especially if the government is paying for it. And you just have to position yourself in a way to let them know that their kid is safe. And what we figured out is the same thing that I figured out online, is calls booked equals cash. That's a framework that I've learned and I created myself actually. Calls booked equals cash, meaning let's say if I have 1,000 people that watch this video, but I put a link in the description. I say, hey, click the link in the description if you want me to set up a business like this for you and you want me to help you get to the $20,000 per month in less than a year. Click the link in the description and book a call with me. Let's say that's the call to action. That's a real call to action. If you click the link, that's really going to happen. And only 100 of you actually click the link and only 50 of you actually book a call. Well, out of 1,000 people, we got 50 book calls. Out of 50 book calls, let's say if I get 10 people to say yes. So now I don't need everyone. Out of 1,000 people, I got 10 yeses. But what if I charge $10,000? Now you make 100 grand from a video that got 1,000 views. Of course, you need to have clear messaging and understanding to be worth $10,000. But what if it's just 1,000? You make 10,000, but it's a free YouTube video. Of course, it costs time to do this, but would you rather spend time doing this or praying that your next customer is going to come from, thin air, or hoping that Sally pays a little bit more the next time she comes in. There's only two ways to grow your business, and it's either get more customers or make them worth more. Sometimes people obsess about making their customers worth more because they don't know how to get more customers. And on the flip side, some people, they've got a lot of customers, but they still don't have enough profit because their clients aren't worth enough. Imagine if you can get $10,000 per person. How much would that change your business? Or maybe that's too little. What if you need $100,000 per, if you're a roofer, $10,000 doesn't really cover a roof. You need around $100,000 per job to really be in profit, or maybe in 20, 30 if I'm being realistic, because it's just labor and material. But either way, you're going to need that clear messaging to be able to attract the people, to get you the leads, and to get people opting in, to trust you to get them the result. And problem number 3 that this daycare was facing was no way to capture leads consistently. Having the paid advertising method that we mentioned in number 1 helped her create 4 to 5 ads that I filmed for her. After filming the ads, she didn't know how to edit it. I edited the ads for her. She posted the ads. Well, I post the ads for her. And just like that, every day she gets a lead. Literally just a few minutes ago, I heard the phone go off and she got a lead that she can call up and say, hey, would you like to come in for a tour? Because instead of her booking calls, now she books tours. She doesn't need to call people and say, hey, you want to buy my program? No, she says, hey, come book a tour. Come see if this is the type of place that your kid would love to be at. And if she brings the kid, or if they bring the kid, usually they stay because the kids don't want to leave. And now you have to figure out your framework. What is the thing that gives you the highest leverage for return? Is it doing inspections for your roofing company? Is it getting tours for your daycare company? If you're a dental office, is it, getting more people to come in for a free cleaning, a free teeth cleaning? And every time they come in for a free teeth cleaning, you find a cavity, just like that. Find your thing to help people come in with your positioning and your messaging so people resonate with you so you can collect these leads easy. You want to create something called a lead magnet, something that you give away for almost free. If it's free for them, it usually costs you something, or maybe it's free for you and them if it's your intellectual properties. But either way, you need something to attract these leads. They're not just going to believe you. Hey, here's my money. No, it doesn't happen. You're going to have to work for it. And if you want to get out of your situation, it's just going to take, effort and grind. So after solving the problems, what solutions did we come up with? Number 1, we made them more discoverable. It's easier to go to a daycare that exists compared to a daycare that you don't. It's easier to go buy anything that exists. Imagine Louis Vuitton having one store in the world versus hundreds. We want Chick-fil-A. Okay, imagine if there was only one and it's in San Antonio, Texas. Imagine if there's only one and it's in Louisiana. Would you go to Chick-fil-A? Probably not. Even McDonald's, even though it's not my choice of food, they have a real estate company that fronts as a burger company. They're really in the real estate game because of how many of them is on the corner. You're most likely to eat that when you're close to it. Not everyone, but some people, just because of how many there are. 7-Eleven, same thing. Being able to be on the corner at every single corner, you're most likely to go to a 7-Eleven when you want something from a convenience store. This isn't saying that you need 1,000 locations, but it's just being more discoverable, giving yourself a chance to be seen more. The next solution that we created was making sure that they seem trustworthy. Like, you don't want to send your kid to a place that truthfully isn't safe, isn't sanitary, there's no other kids there. Imagine we did an ad where there's just one kid and a grumpy face mom that's just giving this little side look. Of course you're not gonna go to that place. We got toys around the kids. We got them having fun. We got them running around. We got them outside. We got them inside. We got them eating snacks together. We got them throwing away trash. We got them napping. We got so many different shots of the experience so that people can live through the video and see, like, this is the type of place that I want my kid to be. And the last solution that we created, like, it's okay to get the leads, but how easy is it for them to contact you? We made it easy for the leads to contact us and book tours. We got leads that book tours on their own. We have leads that call in. We have leads that fill in the form and we call them later. Either way, we're going to contact you. The people that didn't get reached out to in the past, they're going to be on a cycle to get reached out to in the future. And guess what? When we get full, the leads will still come in. And now we can go get a new daycare and not have to figure out where the leads at. We have leads that are ready and waiting because they've been on the wait list for so long because you've got something that's called being oversubscribed. If you have a limited capacity to how many people that you can work with, the power is in your hands. If you only have 20 spots and you have 200 people, you can charge however much you want for these spots until the people say that they don't want to pay it. So here's one of the hidden problems that I noticed when I was working on this business too. They had a great website, but just no one was seeing it. You have to attract people to your website. You have traffic, you have conversion, and you have delivery. If you are in the phase of not knowing where your next customer is, you're in the traffic section. The only thing you should be focused on is figuring out, how do I get more leads? How do I get more clients? How do I get people to know I exist? Here's one thing for you too that'll save you. What if there was people who already desire the solution that you could provide if they only knew you existed? Let that sink in. What if there's people who are begging to get the solution that you could provide? They just don't know you exist and they need you. Would you still feel like a salesman, or would you feel like a helper? So, of course, being able to be seen, getting this website was cool, but having a pretty website definitely helped when it was time to send people there. So don't think that you're 1,000 steps away. You're usually only a few steps away from your breakthrough. This daycare had a website for over a year. There was just no one going to it. So now when we got people to go to it, and then we figured out, okay, people are going to it, but no one's coming in. And then we figured out, okay, people are going to it. How do we get 5 to 10 tours per week or per month to be able to speed up the timeline of people saying yes? Then we worked on that. Just like that, $20,000, $30,000 per month. And it'll be on track for $50,000 a month by the end of the year. And then we'll probably open up more daycares to be able to scale. And this changed this person's life. She's offered multiple times to give more money to me just because of how much we've helped her. And this isn't every client, of course. And I totally get it. If I paid someone a certain amount of money and they 10x, 20x my investment, I'll be more inclined to help them as well. So just to summarize everything that I gave you, if you don't have leads, focus on getting leads, run paid ads. You don't know how to run paid ads? You can look up any platform that you want to run the paid ads on and walk through a tutorial video, and that'll be one way. That's the free way. Or of course you can do what I said, and you can click the link in the description and I'll walk you through exactly how to do it. You don't have to pay with your time and your money. You can just learn from someone who's actually done it and who's got results, especially the ones that you're trying to get. I work with influencers that have over 1 million subscribers and help them monetize their business to build 6-figure companies, as well as helping others who have a brick and mortar businesses and they have goals of hitting 10 million this year, hit 2 million last year. And if you are anywhere in between that sector, I might be able to help you. So go ahead and click the link in the description and book a call with me. If you want more breakdowns like this, make sure you subscribe down below, because if not, you may not ever see me again. Remember, it's levels to wealth, it's levels to business. Be wealthy.